Okay.
Greetings, everyone. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. And as usual, my name is Augustine. And as
Yes.
usual, I come around to give us broadcast. But
Ito to.
today,
Recording na
I'm
actually
going
to
to
mami kumadumia.
I'm going
How we
to
gonna
give us the
national?
broadcast in different style. I won't be the one to anchor today's
Do I
broadcast. It's
said
going to be
we're
Brother
about to go
Obede
live. Oh.
is the one that would anchor it.
Jesus.
So
Yes.
I think there is a bit of network challenge. But in order not
Okay.
to waste time, Brother Ubede, I think the floor should be yours. The network is not nice. He's supposed to anchor today's broadcast. And the reason why he's supposed to anchor today's broadcast is because there is a whole lot that he has to say. And I don't know why his network is going back and forth. It's quite unfortunate. Now, while I wait for him to come in, I think I will quickly go into the details of the broadcast. Whenever he comes in, then he can continue from wherever I stopped. All right. So, welcome everyone. If you're just tuning into my broadcast for the first time, do well to like, share, and subscribe to my channel so that anytime I'm live, you get the notifications. Clicking on the notification bell matters so that anytime I'm live, you could get the notification and make yourself available. All right. On that said, um, I'm just going to move into the details. Yesterday's broadcast bothered about um, how we can grow the community faster. It was anchored by Bederick and Chief Justice, that's Bederick, Chief Justice of the Simply Brilliant community. And as usual, the admin was the one that made the 1 hour monologue around 1 hour or so, and the other hour was a dialogue. So I'm quickly going to go into what the administration said by quickly sharing my screen. So I will share my screen and then we go into details. Immediately, the administration went into this blog, and this is tools to help you bring in new members. And the administration took time to talk about it. He said that it's high time the community moved forward. That was what he said, and that we can't continue to dilly dally, you know. So he advised that if you are here to talk about, you know, stock funds, that he would just mute you and move forward. And a lot of people in the community are really hot with the fact that they don't have access to their money. And I, inclusive, I'm also hot because I'm not able to have access to my money. But the truth is that you have to be strong at a time such as this. You have to be strong because if you do not build this community, the elite will build their system. And when they build their system, you will be forced to play along in their system. The administration is going about every possible measure to see that we build our own system. That's what he's doing. And when we've built our system will stand strong. Our system will stand firm. Our system will stand the test of time. And humanity will be saved from their control, manipulation, and possibly transhumanism. It's not a nice experience. If you ask me, it's not a nice experience. It's a difficult one, especially in places like Africa, where the finances are not easy to come by. But somehow we have to get this thing running. And this is an international system, it's not limited to only Africa. So I just want to make you guys know that it's possible. And I also know that the administration has some other plans up his sleeves to see that, you know, somewhere along the line there could come an assistant, a kind of assistant, so that your downlines can be cemented properly. Yes, the administration is in the know that funds are not easy to come by. He is very aware. He's also very aware that it's not going to be very easy for downlines to consistently keep paying their subscription fee for 1 year. And it's not the mind of the administration that they fall off. I don't think the administration is a wicked human being. I don't think so. But I know that he has good plans. And of course, we also have to have the positive mind to make it happen, if you ask me. All right. So this was what the administration showed us. We've been seeing this poster. It's not new. And he said that the July promo will soon come and that he'll blog about it shortly. And when he blogs about it, we are going to study it. I would also come out to give a comprehensive details on that. And that there will be slight modifications to make room for people to, hold on to their positions, to cement their positions. It's not going to be all that rigid. The community is not a stereotyped system. It's not a system where it must be this and it must be this. There is a whole lot of flexibility in the community. It's as the economy, increases in their difficulty level, the community adjusts accordingly to see that everyone is carried along. All right. So, of course, we've read it. $5 USD daily income for only bringing in 2 people. Now, the administration said bringing in 2 people is about $35 times 2, which is $70. And that, read it carefully, for only producing 2, $35 sign-ups per month. Okay, $35 sign-ups per month. So the subscription fee required to take part in this as a new member is $35. And you should have 2 downlines, which is 2. And the 2 downlines should also take part in paying $35. Now, when you do that, you get the money from them. And as a new member, your upline will assist you. Your upline is supposed to be a builder. So as a downline coming in as a new member, your upline collects your money and already has money in the system and should use it to pay. And the upline will get a 50% commission each time you make your subscription fee payment. So the administration said that if you're a new member and you bring in 2 people, you get $70. And the $70 is used for the payment of the subscription fee. And then the system will support you for the next 30 days. Remember that I said there will be room for flexibility. So it will be for about 30 days and it will sum up to about $150. If you also include a 50% commission from your 2 downlines, then that would mean you are going to be having roughly about $185. That's what you are about going to have, because the first one has half of $35, the second one half of $35. So when you add 150 to about $35, it sums up to about $185. That's what you go with. That's what you have for that month. And as long as your downlines are doing their part to duplicate, then the tendency of you enjoying 50% commission forever will be there, And the administration wants to see that it's consistent. So you bring in 2 downlines, and some downlines may be slow to react. Some downlines who are new will want to study the system to understand it very well before they bring money from their pockets, But then that's where the $5 comes in. I can give a 1 month, grace period for downlines to come in and understand the system, serious-minded downlines. And before the 1 month expires, they should be able to duplicate. And when they duplicate by bringing in 2 new members, then they begin to enjoy the $5. So the idea of the $5 is to consistently keep the downlines. That's exactly what it is. and it's a kind of incentives to keep you running. That's also what it is, you know. So the administration is encouraging every one of us to take part in this particular opportunity. And there were some conditions that he also placed. He said that only those that are new are entitled to bring in two people. Only those that are new. So that means those that are in the month of June can bring in two people. If you came in the month of May and you have not duplicated yet, you are no more a new person. You have to bring in four people. If you are an old member, you are not duplicating, you have to bring in four people before the end of this month so that you can enjoy the $5 for next month. This is what was said in yesterday's mass adoption meeting. And I want us to take note of it very well. If you're an old member, your requirement is 4. And an old member starts counting from the month of May. So every new member that joined the community from the month of May who did not duplicate, it's now an opportunity to duplicate. Okay? So old members, you should bring in 4. And those 4 members should be paid members so that you can start receiving $5 from the month of July. Now, if you're a new member, meaning that you came in this month, you should bring in 2. And when you bring in 2 people, you start getting $5. And you should beware that every given month, you should also bring in 2 people. And when you bring in 2 people, the system supports you on $5 for the 2 people that you bring in. So this is the condition that was given by the administration. And what is the feedback from the people? Well, the people said that the condition the administration is giving is very, very challenging. And a good number of people said, well, I don't know if I can continue building because of the condition given, and with the knowledge that consistency from their downlines are not guaranteed, knowing fully well that their downlines are still getting to terms with how the system operates. So a good number of people are fearful as regards this matter, while a good number of people are strong and they think they can handle the matter. Now, if you ask me, I think that you can get this done. And I also believe that the administration wants to also do his part to support. And I want you guys to give it a chance. Try, and then get to the month of July. And then when you get to the month of July, you know, one thing about the administration is he doesn't reveal all his plans. He takes it one step at a time. He spoke about the month of May and then the month of June. Now, the month of July, even though 2 people will be required every month, you can enjoy the benefit for the month of July and wait for the month of August. Who knows? The opportunity the administration will bring for the month of August may be appealing to you, and it may encourage you to build more. But don't just sit back and then allow yourself to get defeated like that. That's not how fighters fight. Fighters fight with the knowledge that if they don't build this economy, the elites will build their economy and force you to participate in the system that they have built. And they've mastered human beings, they've mastered the system. And the mind of the administration is that we win the game. He knows that if we don't win, then the fate of humanity is doomed. That's very true. And I also share that idea with him. All right. So that's one thing I want us to kindly take note of. And then the next thing we're going to go into is reviewing some things from our Kringle Cash back office. So I'll share my screen again and then go to the Kringle Cash proper. I would have gone to dashboard. I didn't go to dashboard. Now, this is a challenge, a very big challenge that a good number of us are having, especially the builders. And the challenge they are having is this particular graph. Now, yesterday's mass adoption meeting, the administration said that the builders are learning their lessons, and that they are being suspended for 7 days. And I'm really confused, sincerely speaking, because I'm very aware that most of these red lines is not the administration. And the administration said that the people doing this are people that has bought Joy G. And he also said that those numbers are not much, you know. So I think I would quickly go to the BSC scan so that we can have a look at it. He said those numbers are not much, and that he showed us the first 50 and also showed us the second 50, that those guys are not much. But even though they are not much, they are really causing a whole lot of havoc to us in the community. And so many people's mind, I'll tell you sincerely, is really downcast. And they are downcast because the $5 that they've been receiving from the beginning of the month has lost so much value. And they may not be able to use the $5 to pay for their four downlines. It's going to be very challenging at this point for people to uphold the title of being a builder with the price of Joy G going down. I don't know what we're going to do about this, but this is a real challenge, you know, and it has to mean that the builders has to plan and plan very well. This is a variable that the administration doesn't have any control over. It's all part of business. In business, there are variables you don't have control over. But I don't know how much longer this will continue to go down. I'm very hopeful that the value will start going up very soon. It may not be this month. My greatest challenge about this is that the administration still has bounties tied up and he has not paid bounties yet. A good number of people hasn't received their bounties. And when you look through this, you'll find out that the red is so much. The red is so much. There are small, small reds. And I'm asking myself, are these people really being suspended? If they are really being suspended, why are they still coming back and showing these reds? It really makes me think, and I'm really confused at this point. Because if builders will keep building, the value of Joy G should encourage them to keep building. But well, a good number of builders are building. The value of Joy G is going down, and the $5 they are getting is worth a little bit less. This was the same instance that happened in the month of May, and we were really anticipating that for the month of June it will be different, but it actually went the other way. The administration said that when the price of Joy G gets to 3,500, 4,000, he'll start paying the buybacks, and it didn't happen that way. So a good number of people are really, really concerned, and I want the community to grow. Everyone wants the community to grow. I do not know what the administration can do to see that this can be sorted out, because people have to build, and people have to build with the right mindset, even though it's okay to have a positive mind. If these things continue happening, it will be difficult for people to continue building. And even if new members come in, new members will notice the trend and it can also discourage them. But nonetheless, it is best we give it a shot. Yes, because we just started in the month of May. This is June. We can give it a shot for the month of July and see how the outcome will be. It's not too good to make conclusions at this stage. It's actually good for you to have a positive mindset and then push. And then as you keep pushing, I'm sure that if a good number of positive minded ones become builders and obey the instructions, the price of Joy G can start going up. That's what I think, you know. And I really don't know what the administration will do, because we're getting to the end of the month. If he decides to pay back bounties, the price will really get to at least 200 or 100. And if it gets to that point, it's going to be something that, I mean, so many people will really be disappointed. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm expressing my mind. Even though this is the summary of the mass adoption meeting, some people are seeing this and I'm doing it, and I'm hoping that it all turns out well. All right. So on that said, I now am under SBC balance for the month of June. Something went wrong. I'm so sorry about it. I didn't even know that the network had cut off. My apologies. All right. Let me quickly share back my screen. And where was I? Okay. Yeah, I don't know where the network cut me off, but just to quickly iterate, I was saying the larger number has to pay, and then the smaller number has to withdraw. And when you sum up the core team and the backup team, they are not up to 16,000. They are less than that. And this one is about 7,000. So the core team and backup team builders has to build so that these numbers can grow faster. And then if these numbers grows much faster and we get to a reasonable number, I think the administration can consider better alternatives so that the core team and the backup team can have access to their equal match, possibly to maybe have access to withdrawing it. He can't actually perform magic to get it done. It has to be such that these numbers are building and they are building fast by the builders. And his goal is to get these numbers to a reasonable number, complete the rotator team, and perhaps move into the billionaire level this very year. And it's in the hands of the builders to make it happen. And I also hope that the conditions will be available, favorable for the builders, so that they can be encouraged to build and encourage their downlines to come in, so that it can happen faster. I think that's the summary of what the mass adoption meeting was. The administration said yesterday that if you're an old member, you have to bring in 4 people to take part in the July promo. Now, old members are people that came in the month of May. Now, if you are a new member, you came in this month, June, and your requirement is 2. If you do not build in the month of June and you enter the month of July, then you'll be required to bring in 4 new members as a person that came into the month of July. So every new member that comes in, according to the administration, has to build. And if you fail to build, alternatively, take responsibility for your account and hold on to your account, whichever way. And preferably, builders should be the ones to build. And the question is, how does the administration support? Well, people are really making a whole lot of suggestions. Some people are giving the idea that the administration should support so that the builders can consolidate their downlines. I also like that idea, but I don't know. The administration is the pilot, he's the captain. But my plea to him is that he considers the general African community and the Asian community, which are the bulk of the people in this particular SBC. And some of them are willing to build. The administration should make an enabling environment so that they can build. So many people has lost their assets in this place. Why I say lost is because some people has given up. And it's not very good, if you ask me. Building a system that people has given up on is not a good one. It actually discourages people going out to building, because in as much as you go to give in positive energy, negative energies will also be there, and it can be so much that it can overwhelm the individual who wants to come in. He may come in and then in the process of making inquiries can fall into naysayers, and it will discourage him from continuing. So there should be something to make the builders keep building going forward. And there should also be something to encourage new members from building so that the community can grow much faster, if you ask me. So people asked a whole lot of questions, and a friend of mine, in the person of Brother Ubede, he also openly made a confession that the system has really helped him, and that his wife was hospitalized for a while, but that through the bounties he's been receiving, it has assisted him and he has been able to pull through. I knew about the challenge and I also encouraged him during those times. And thank God today he has pulled through. A lot of other people are there. They also have testimonies, and more testimonies will abound over time, I believe, if you ask me. All right, so I want to stop at this point and then stop sharing my screen. If there are people that have questions to ask, you can ask your questions. My brother was supposed to be here, but the challenge is that he was having a whole lot of network. In fact, he was supposed to anchor this meeting, but the network was just bad, So such is life. We are hoping that next time he will be available. So, good morning, sir. This is a friend and brother um, Richard. And hello, Ambassador. I do salute you for the work you are doing. Thank you very much. And good morning, dear Augustine. You know, when the Rotator 22 gets their matching, there is no Rotator 22 again. Rotator 22 is out. Go to your core team section of the Kringle Cache. There is no more Rotator 22. They are all out. Let me share my screen so that you see. No more Rotator 22. It's now Rotator 23, as you can see. When you click on Rotator 22, you don't see anybody there. The numbers showing are 0. And I don't know if the downlines did a good job in explaining it to them, explaining in details what they had to do. Well, the fact is that there is no more Rotator 22. But I don't think that because there is no Rotator 22, that the core team and backup team won't get their double match in this month of June. I don't think so. The Rotator 23 were not designed to get any double match. They were not. They were designed to get their equal match 1 year later, which is next year. So they come in this year, 1 year later, they get their rewards. All right. So I believe I've answered the question. There is no match for Rotator 22. And good morning, Councilor Augustine. Thanks for your clear explanation. Really, you encourage us a lot. I do appreciate, madam. You're very welcome. So we move forward to the next one. You're doing well, bro. We will build no matter what. The challenge is worth it. Yeah, this is my friend, brother Ubede, who I also talked about. He has clearly said that the challenge is worth it. I'm also in agreement with him. The challenge is worth it. But I'm also craving the indulgence of the administration to help a good number of us because we are doing our best. A lot of us are doing our best. I am doing my best. A lot of people, a lot of us we are giving all our best. I've given a lot to this system, and I'm still willing to give a lot to the system. But sincerely speaking, I need an encouragement from the system so that we can keep running. If the encouragement isn't there, a number of people may not be as strong as. Some people can get really discouraged. And how are we going to keep building if this continues? This is my concern. All right, so let's keep moving. The sellers are using unregistered wallets to sell. I wish we could use a stable currency instead of JoyG. Yeah, I'm also in agreement with that. But for us to achieve that, we have to build our numbers. If we don't build our numbers, that would not happen. We have to build. And I don't know what we're going to do. Really, the value of JoyG going down, it's really challenging. The challenge I'm having is the fact that he hasn't paid bounties yet. And if it gets to the point he will pay bounties, what becomes of the price of JoyG? This is my concern. And if it gets so down, and then individuals who are not willing to pay attention buys in, and then they begin to use JoyG as a trading system, it's going to be such that the value may never get to where it's supposed to get to. And then what happens to those that have buybacks? Does it mean they never get their buybacks? It's something that gives me challenge. It really gives me concern. So something happened wrong there, as I can't hear your voice. All right. So, sorry about that. Good morning, Ambassador. Please, I have received my SBC balance, but yet to receive double match. What could be the issue? Well, I've actually said so, that it may be the support team that are dilly-dallying or delaying it. I don't know. So we didn't receive our JoyG double. What happened? Well, like I said, we are hoping that it should be made available to us this month. We'll see how it goes. And please do well to avail yourself for the mass adoption meeting on Wednesday. You can ask the administration what the challenge is, and then he could answer. Good morning, Ambassador. God bless you for the good job. All right. So this is the summary of yesterday's mass adoption meeting. And I want you guys to be encouraged. Yeah, it's actually troubling times, but be encouraged. Do the part you can do. And then let's believe that it's going to work out as planned. That's the much I have to say. So if you are tuning into my broadcast for the first time, do well to like, share, and subscribe. Click on the notification bells so that anytime I'm live, you can get my notifications. All right, so till I'll be coming your way again some other time, most likely on Thursday. Thank you, cheers, and God bless you. Bye for now.